Welcome back to my channel, Essence of Elise, and today we're talking about my hair regimen. Let's get into it. Thank you for joining me today. So I was actually in the process of deep conditioning my hair, and I figured my dog. I figured let me just film a quick video because I know a lot of people ask me, girl, what's your hair regimen? So just a little bit about me. So I big chopped my hair about 3 to 4 years ago. I want to say 3.5 or 4 years ago, and it was super traumatic for me. I was someone who absolutely loved their hair, loved long hair, and so I really wasn't prepared for like going from hair to like bald. So it was really challenging for me, and I'm sure some of you who are landing on me today feel the same exact way. And so what I did, which I'm sure you guys probably did too, is scour the internet trying to come up with the best hair regimen. I was like, all right, if I'm gonna be bald, then I might as well make sure I'm doing everything I needed to do to make sure my hair not only grows back quick, but it grows back healthy, right? So I scoured YouTube literally for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I started noticing everyone's videos are all the same. So I just compiled all the good stuff into my hair regimen, and it really just comes down to 3 or 4 consistent things over and over and over again for a healthy hair regimen. And a lot of women aren't doing this, and I think honestly it's just because how we were raised, right? Like, I don't know about you, but I was raised on the creamy crack, and we wouldn't touch our hair easily for 2 weeks, right? You would go get your perm, and then in 2 weeks you would touch your hair again to get your treatment, and that was just it. Like, we really weren't taught about like proper hair care. So anyways, so my hair regimen, I've been doing this literally for the past 4 years. I absolutely love it. It's my go-to. It's the only thing I use, and it really just is a part of my lifestyle now. So so this is where my hair is now, and I just got a trim. So you know how like when your hair is long and then you get a trim and then they cut all your hair off? Like, I was happy that like finally with a trim, like I'm almost to my nipple. Almost. Maybe hopefully by this year I could be at my nipple, but we'll see. So my hair regimen. So basically all I do, and like I said, I do this every week if my hair is not already in a protective style, and that is deep condition once a week. My deep condition day was Sunday. Set aside time for things that are important in your life. For me, at that time, and still is, my hair. I love my hair. I just love my hair. So deep condition once a week. Pick a day and make it your deep conditioning day. Every week. Deep conditioning is probably, if you don't do anything else I say in this regimen, deep condition your hair once a week. Okay? Okay. So deep condition your hair once a week. Now, as far as shampooing, I know there's a lot of like, oh, I don't shampoo at all. Oh, I shampoo all the time. I kind of did something in the middle. I would only shampoo my hair with natural hair shampoo twice a month. And then the other 2 Sundays out of the month, I would just use conditioner. So I honestly have not really noticed a difference. I did try just doing like no shampoo at all. And there's something about shampoo. I think before I was doing once a month shampooing my hair. Now I'm at about twice a month shampooing my hair. So that's just something I do. But so after you deep condition your hair once a week, again, you want to follow it up with a either the lock method or the LCO method. Now the lock method is for those girls with high porosity hair, and the LCO method is like for me, girls with low porosity hair. How do you know which porosity hair is which? So all you have to do is take a warm cup of water, make sure your hair is clean, and drop 1 strand of hair in warm water. If it floats, like my hair floats, it's low porosity. That means it really takes work for moisture to get into your hair. But once it's in, that thing is in, okay? And then for high porosity hair, it would sink. If you put a strand of water in the cup, it would then sink. That means that moisture is flowing in and out so just like it's easy to get moisture in, moisture also leaves super quick. So I know the high po girls do a little bit, you know, stuff different, and they use the leave-in oil cream method. Low porosity girls like me use the leave-in cream oil method. So deep condition, follow up your deep conditioner with, like I said, the LCO or the lock method, depending on what your hair porosity is. Disclaimer, okay, let me save you hundreds of dollars. Figure out what your hair porosity is first before you buy any hair product, because you can waste a lot of money and the products just will not work. I cannot tell you how much money I've spent, because like most of you guys landing on my videos, you're probably a product junkie too. So figure out that. That's like number one, and then that will guide you. There's a ton of videos on products. Don't get too caught up in products. What I find is the products like will accentuate your curl, but it's really the regimen you want to stick to. Products are just like, you know, a great thing to have is a good product, but I personally feel that just a proper healthy hair regimen can take you way further than a product ever will, okay? I don't care how bomb a product is, if you're not touching your hair for like 2 weeks, nah, okay? So that's that. The next thing I do, so like I said, I deep condition every Sunday, and then I follow it up with some healthy styling, LCO or LOC method. Next, pick a day of the week. I normally like to do 2 or 3 days in between from my deep condition day. I co-wash my hair. Please, if you are like all about this life, I want a healthy hair regimen, co-wash your hair once a week. Get into the habit of touching your hair. Water is your friend. I know we were raised like, oh, don't let water touch my hair, but seriously, water is your friend when it comes down to like growing your hair. So I would co-wash my hair once a week, and then again I would style. Now co-washing is just I use a conditioner and I like it's a shampoo, and then I follow up again with the LCO, or for me it was the LCO method, but for you maybe it could be the LOC method. And that is basically it. Oh, one last thing. I also, and now I kind of like slipped up with this and I need to get back into it, but I would literally for years spritz my hair with water. Like keep a water bottle next to your bed and get into the habit. Again, we love water, okay? So get into the habit of spritzing your hair, just like do when you get home from work. Give it a spritz, let it just naturally dry, just leave it alone. It is the best moisturizer you can use. Bump oil, water is the best moisturizer you can use for your hair. Treat your hair like a plant. Like for the first 2 years, I literally treated my hair like a plant and I got amazing results. Treat your hair like a plant and it will thank you, it will grow, and all that good stuff. As far as trimming goes, so trimming, I only trim my hair twice a year. I personally feel like that's all my hair needs. And sometimes I do it myself, and sometimes I just go somewhere and get it done. As far as heat goes, I really try to stay away from heat as much as possible. I only straighten my hair once or twice a year, and normally that's when I get my trims. I love my hair straight, but I came to the realization that you can't, for me at least, I feel, you can't have super curly hair and always flat iron your hair. Like, it's just, they just don't, you know? So like try to lessen the amount of heat you're using on your hair. And honestly, what I did is I just started wearing wigs or weaves. Because I do love straight hair, like period. I love straight, I like curly hair, but I do love my hair straight. So the way I get straight hair is I just pop a weave in, whatever. It's a protective style and I get my straight hair. It's a win-win. So try to ease up on the products, the heat products as much as possible. I do not blow dry my hair. It's very rare that I blow dry my hair because again, it's just high heat. If I do have to use a blow dryer, I always use it kind of on the warm, cool setting. And if I do need to if I'm doing a style that requires like heat, I make sure you use a heat protectant. I went to the Dominican shop and I love Dominican shop. They're like the only ones that can really get my hair like super straight, because my hair, I notice when I straighten my hair, by day like 3 or 4, it's super oily. So I don't know what the Dominican shop does, but they can just make it, it's like dry and I can wear it for a week, let's say. So, but I recently got my hair flat ironed, and as you can see, like my curls are definitely limper than they were. So I highly recommend just staying away from heat. Let me see. That's really all I do. As far as protective styling, make sure, like, you know, I follow up the deep conditioning and my cold wash days with the protective style, either twist, a bun, braids, whatever you want to do. Just make sure you're doing some type of style where your ends are protected from the elements outside or on your pillowcase. And I want to say that's it. Stick to a regimen. Create your own regimen. You'll find that some products work, some things work for your hair, some things won't work for your hair. This is what works for me, and it seems like I said, a lot of women have the same trend of just doing these 3 or 4 simple steps every week. Your hair will thank you, okay? And one more thing, I actually don't have any makeup on other than my eyeliner and my mascara. So if you want to, I actually just uploaded a video on a super easy, super budget friendly face regimen that like has my face looking fleek, as you can see. So definitely check that. I said just adopt a healthy hair regimen. Get to know your hair, learn your hair, and I promise your hair will thank you. Thanks for joining me today. Take care.